Today in crypto. White hat hacker Samson from investment firm Paradigm reported what could be one of the biggest rescues ever on the SushiSwap protocol, the Ethereum ecosystem, and maybe the entire internet. Just pulled off maybe the biggest white hat rescue ever. Storytime soon, Samson, at Samson. August 17, 2021. Samson claimed in a post that he found and helped patch a vulnerability that was threatening over $350 million or 109,000 ETH from a SushiSwap-based contract from its Meso platform. The white hacker reviewed the contract after he found there was a new auction taking place on the platform. Meso uses two types of auctions, Duct and Batch. While Samson was reviewing the Dutch auction contract, the white hacker found that functions in it market and in it auction lacked access controls. This was extremely concerning. I didn't really expect this to be a vulnerability though, since I didn't expect the Sushi team to make such an obvious misstep. Sure enough, the init access controls function validated that the contract had not already been initialized. Samson said that the above combined with the use of a mixin library called Boring Batchable by the contract made it more suspicious. The hacker recognized the ingredients that led to an attack on another platform during 2020. Thus, Samson was able to identify that SushiSwap was in danger. If exploited, the vulnerability would allow a bad actor to reuse a fixed amount of ETH to batch multiple calls to the contract. This would effectively allow the attacker to bid in the auction for free. While processing token payments involved a separate transfer from call for each loop iteration, processing ETH payments simply checked whether message.value was sufficient. This allowed the attacker to reuse the same ETH multiple times. In addition to free bids, a bad actor could steal the funds on the SushiSwap contract by triggering a refund. The attacker would have had only to send a higher amount of ETH than the auction hard cap. Samson said, this applied even once the hard cap was hit, meaning that instead of rejecting the transaction altogether, the contract would simply refund all of your ETH instead. Just minutes after the white hacker discovered the vulnerability, he set up a poor man's mainnet fork on the command line. Thus, Samson was able to verify if the contract would allow for the above-described attack. Once the thesis was verified, the white hacker reported the bug to SushiSwap's CTO Joseph DeLong. He and other members of the protocol's team coordinated a response to remove the bug. The team and Samson rescued the funds by buying the remaining items. Thus, the auction was finalized. As pseudonym community member DC Investor said, the fact that the vulnerability was discovered by a white hat hacker from an investment firm with a high stake on Uniswap, the decentralized exchange competing with SushiSwap, says a lot about the ethos of the Ethereum ecosystem. DC said, found and helped patch a vulnerability that put over 109k ETH at risk. Everyone knows Paradigm has big Uniswap bags, but Sam from their team just helped save SushiSwap, an ostensible competitor, from a critical bug. This is the ethos of the space among the best actors. At the time of writing, Sushi trades at $12.50 with a 2.4% loss in the daily chart. Cardano, ADA, has shown no signs of slowing down as the asset's price continues to rally. The aim remains to hit a new all-time high before the year runs out. The previous all-time high for the asset is recorded at $2.45, and a price crashing saw the asset losing more than half of that value in the months following it. Then a bull rally had been triggered again in the market, which had set cryptocurrencies all across the market recording massive gains daily. Related reading: Bitcoin dominance down as market hits $2 trillion. Altcoins are taking over. Cardano, ADA, was not left out of this rally. The price had fallen down to the low $1 before the rally began. But as at the time of this writing, the asset had successfully gained back over 100% of its low price back in July. Its price climb has not come as much of a surprise to its community though. Work is currently ongoing on bringing smart contracts capability to the Cardano network. This would help position the project as a rival for the leading smart contracts platform, Ethereum. Related reading: Cardano, ADA, breaks $2 for the first time since May. Why new all-time high is imminent? Hitting the $2 had been more of the hurdle for the asset, proving to be a resistance point in the run-up. But ADA had crossed that hurdle and now the price looks to have found its footing above $2. And now, The ever-moving target that is the price of digital assets has now been set for a new run-up towards $2.5 for the asset, breaking the previous record all-time and setting a new one. A possible push to get Cardano, ADA, towards the point bulls are aiming for will be the release of the smart contracts capability. It was announced last Friday that the launch will take place on September 12. A month from the date of the announcement. This might be a short time frame, but the project had been underway for a long time. Related reading: Cardano, ADA, receives approval to be listed in Japan. The announcement for the date of the mainnet launch pushed the price over $2. Since this provides a definite date for what the community had been waiting for, a way for Cardano to get into the DeFi space. With smart contracts, developers will be able to build decentralized apps, dApps, on the Cardano network to provide decentralized finance, DeFi, services to their users. And the dApp connector released last month will act as a bridge between Cardano users and decentralized applications. As the date of the launch draws closer, investors are taking interest in the asset. Its relatively cheap price, despite being the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, makes it an interesting investment for investors who are looking for big returns. Price movements in cryptocurrencies have always been tricky, but they work like any other market, maintaining the laws of economics. Higher demand than supply will lead to a higher price. Cardano is poised to witness this in the price when the mainnet launch for smart contracts finally happens. ADA has a total supply that is capped at 45 billion. Of that number, over 71% is already in circulation. The dwindling supply and rising demand put ADA on a path to another rally. The price of ADA is currently holding steady above $2 with a price of $2,073. Signals show positive sentiment in the community as investors continue to hold on to their coins and wait for September 12. With most of the circulating supply of ADA already staked ahead of the launch of the Alonzo Purple means to bring smart contracts capability to the network. Presently, the staking contracts of ETH2 has become the largest holder of Ethereum. Moreover, it is compliant with the RC20 standards and leads the other projects using the same tokens. The blockchain analytics source Nansen carries that the staking contracts of ETH2 has exceeded that of WETH, wrapped Ethereum, and is now the largest single Ether holder. Furthermore, unlike ETH, wrapped Ether meets the ERC20 standard, making it the best ETH representation champion amidst decentralized finance projects that employ ERC20 tokens. Related reading: Microsoft to fight piracy with Ethereum, introduces Project Argus. Alex Vainovic, the Nansen CEO, put up his findings on Twitter this Tuesday. According to the available data, the deposit contract of Beacon Chain consists of 6,73 million ETH, roughly valued at $21.5 billion at present rates. Check who's number one ETH holder now, guys. pic.twitter.com/3islooker7i, Alex Vainovic, @Vainovic, August 16, 2021. While on the other side of the coin, the data by Nansen shows that the contract of wrapped Ethereum consists of 6,7 million ETH, roughly valued at $21.4 billion. Binance follows with 2,29 million ETH, which is roughly valued at $7.3 billion. As maintained by CoinMarketCap, the sum of Ether staked and locked on ETH2 now constitutes 5.7% of the circulating supply of Ethereum. Moreover, the ETH2 network has up to 210,000 validators at this time, BeaconChat claims. At this time, the staked Ether on ETH2 are all confined, and users cannot withdraw them from the contract until the impending Ethereum chain merges to join ETH2 and Ethereum networks. At present, the anticipated chain integration will happen within the first 6 months of 2022. As per staking rewards, the top 3 proof-of-stake network is ETH2 through staked capitalization. It is therefore positioned behind Solana's $27.5 billion and Cardano's $49 billion. The news went live a short time after the major Ethereum's breakthrough for the ETH2 roadmap and the successful deployment of the network upgrades in London on the 5th of August. Related reading: Total cryptocurrency market cap value surges across $1.9 trillion, setting a new record. This hard fork introduced the greatly expected improvement proposal 1559 of Ethereum. This proposal introduces the accurate transaction price, which is burned from the fees generated on the network. According to Ultrasound.money, users have destroyed up to 54,916 ETH or $175 million through transaction fees in the 12 days following the London fork. At the current burn rate involving 3,28 ETH, users might destroy above 140,000 ETH every month if the network keeps operating optimally. The cryptocurrency market has had a wild ride thus far in 2021 as multiple subsectors including decentralized finance, DeFi, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, meme coins and Layer 2 solutions have seen their total value locked and token prices skyrocket to new highs. One of the biggest success stories of the year was Dogecoin, DOGE, a simple joke cryptocurrency that has morphed into a darling of the cryptocurrency sector. Interestingly, over the past month, the project is again gaining momentum, and several data points suggest sentiment for the Doge is becoming increasingly bullish. Continue reading on Cointelegraph. After several years of nearly total media silence, the Dogecoin Foundation is coming back to support core developers and projects benefiting the meme-based cryptocurrency. In a Tuesday announcement, the Dogecoin Foundation said it would be re-establishing itself in an effort to support the Dogecoin (DOGE) community as well as promote the future of the blockchain. The foundation said it would be announcing new projects in the coming weeks encouraging the adoption and utility of Doge that increase Dogecoin uptake at a grassroots level. Continue reading on Cointelegraph. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.